Hi neighbors, welcome back to the Ponderosa. I'm Mark, and in today's episode I am in this back part of our property that needs to be weeded and mulched. Now, I've spent hours and hours weeding it. You can go watch some videos of me weeding this area, and we want to get some mulch down. So I've got some weed cloth and some garden staples. So I'm going to put some weed cloth down, and then I've got bags and bags. I got a lot more bags of mulch. Now, what we're planning for this area is actually we're planning to put a greenhouse here, and we have all the materials back in Paradiso. So that's a big major project that's going to happen this year, but we're not quite ready to start yet. So in the meantime, I need to get some weed cloth and some mulch down so that we just keep it looking nice until we're ready to start the construction. So in the meantime, there's a couple more things I have to do before I put the mulch down. We want to level this one area right here, and as you can see, I watered it down last night to make it easier to move the dirt. So I'm going to move this dirt just over here, from here to over here, because we have a little dip right there where we dug up an iris plant. You can see that it was a ginormous hole. It was a huge root ball about this big around. So we managed to fill most of it, but it's sunk down after the rain. So I'm just going to level that out. And there's a calendula plant right here, so I'm going to move that over into this garden. And so we'll do that first, and then I'll put the weed cloth down and the mulch. I think this should be just a couple hours work, and we should be done for the day. We garden in zone 10A, which has many sunny days, and we're in the middle of spring. This is a perfect day to be doing this kind of project and getting our garden in order. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is dig up this calendula and plant it right here. So let me do a close-up of that for you. The dripper on there, that's good. A rock. There it is. Definitely used to have more water. That should be about deep enough for a calendula, I would think. I'm going to go as far around the edge of the calendula as I can. So I get all the root ball. Let me get deeper. I think that's just a little too deep. Let's put some dirt down the bottom. And see if I can. And then we'll get some mulch on here too. But first, we will water this in. For this next part, I'm going to be leveling this part out, which means I'm just going to be moving some dirt. So for moving dirt, I like to use this shovel. I know, the coal shovel, the square one, whatever. And I'll need a tamper. So once I move the dirt, I'm going to tamp it down to level it out. So it's pretty straightforward. One thing I like to do before, anytime I'm moving dirt, digging, whatever, is to water the area down to make the dirt a little looser. The soil here, again, we're under an ancient riverbed, so it's a lot of silt. It tends to be like clay. It tends to get really hard when it dries out. Now, I don't usually like to use water for not watering plants and stuff, but in this case I make the exception because it'll just make it so much easier. Well, let's get started. All right, I think we are done. All right, so I'm going to call this part done. The idea was just to level out this top part right here, whatever, 50 square feet, and get it as level as possible. I didn't use a level or anything. It doesn't have to be perfect. We just don't want like that dip in there. And then when we start to construct the greenhouse, of course, we'll level it out some more at that point, make it a little more precise. But until then, I think this is going to work. I'm going to take a break and come back, put the weed cloth down, and then spread some mulch. So let's all take a break. I'll be back in 10 minutes. All right, for this next part, I'm going to be putting down some weed cloth, and I've got some garden staples and some scissors to cut it. I'm just going to lay it down in strips and then put mulch on it. Now, actually, weed cloth is not my favorite thing. I've had mixed results with it. For example, if there's a lot of foot traffic in that area, it tends to fall apart a lot faster than it's supposed to. And also, I've had crabgrass grow up through the fibers of the weed cloth, and then when you pull it out, you just have to pull all the weed cloth out. So I'm going to use it anyway. Our preferred method is cardboard, and that's actually what we had down here before. But that has its drawbacks too. Like if there's any packing tape, for example, on the cardboard will disintegrate, but the packing tape will be left behind, and you'll be picking that stuff up. So both of them have trade-offs, and we got rid of the cardboard a couple of years ago, and we meant to put more mulch on right away, but it's another one of those situations where we just kept putting it off. So 2026, this is the year that we are getting down to all these projects that we have been putting off, and this is one of them. So let me get started. All right, well, we finished this part. It took longer than I expected to. You probably hear us say that a lot on this channel too. But I'm ready for a break, a long one, like a lunch break. Actually, spreading the mulch is the easiest part. That might take 15 minutes. And it's just ripping open bags and dumping them, spreading them out. Since there's no plants or anything I have to work around, this should go pretty quickly, but I need a break. So let's all take a break, and I'll be back in half an hour. I'm ready to start spreading the mulch now, but before I do, let me show you, we only had a few feet left on this roll, and the whole roll was about 300 square feet. So considering there's overlap and there's a little bit left, maybe 275 square feet or about 25 square meters. So just to give you a rough idea of the area we're working here. So last area that you can see here is not exposed. So I'm going to put mulch down. I'm going to put bark mulch down. I've got 3 bags over there, but honestly we've got about 20 bags. Let me show you a little video. We just got back from the big box store and got a whole bunch of mulch and stuff. So why do we use mulch? Well, there's kind of 3 reasons. The first one is weed abatement. It covers the ground, it keeps weeds from popping up. Although not all of them, but you will still get a lot fewer. You may spend 10-15 minutes weeding this area instead of like an hour or 2. So it really helps save time. And another important reason here in zone 10 is to hold moisture in, because there's a lot of time between rain showers and it's really dry. It's hard for plants to get down there. So if we cover a big area like this, it holds moisture in. And yes, we did have like a rainstorm come through over the weekend, so we are trying to trap that moisture in, and that will provide this reservoir for the plant. Then we just cut a hole anywhere in the weed cloth to put a plant down. There's plenty of moisture down there for it. And this has worked really well for us, because it gets very expensive if you're trying to water your entire yard every day during the summer. The third reason would just be like appearance. It makes it look really neat and tidy and stuff like that. That's what I'm going to be doing, and it really goes pretty quickly. Actually, it's one of my favorite chores, so I left this for last. All right, well, let's get started. By the way, we tried different kinds of bark mulch, and we really like this kind. If you can find it, it's shredded instead of bark chips. And we call it walkable mulch because it's easier to walk on. We try to use this whenever possible, especially for this area here. It gets a little more consistent, like look and feel too. Alright, well, we are done for the day. And look how good it looks. Now, it took a little bit longer than I expected. I said 1 or 2 hours. I think it was 3 hours. But really, the result you get is totally worth it. It's day and night. Go look at the before and after. It's the quickest, easiest way to really tidy up a yard and cover up dirt and weeds and stuff you don't want to see. All right, so we got this done. I got about half a bag left right here, and I'm going to save that because I use them in raised beds as well. Well, I want to give a big shout out to our subscribers. We appreciate you all, and if you haven't done so already, consider subscribing to our channel. It doesn't cost anything, and you will get our videos popping up in your feed. Otherwise, we tend to post long forms every Monday and Friday, and then pretty much shorts the other days of the week except for Sunday. So watch for our upcoming videos. We are prepared for the April garden tour, which Sharon's going to do this weekend, so be sure to watch for that video. In the meantime, thanks for watching Ponderosa Garden Adventures. We'll see you next time.